It says we're streaming.
We are streaming. Hey, guys and gals, we're getting ready to start our 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons Sisterhood of the Scarlet Sisterhood game. And we are in session, I believe, 41 now. So this thing has been going for a while. I was just contemplating before we got started a little bit. Sisterhood of the Scarlet Sisterhood. Sorry, who is that? Who's that? I'm like, I've silenced everything.
I'm gonna force choke you, Gene.
It's not like I haven't done it enough times. But I was like, I got it this time. You know, I was just thinking before we got started, I'm like, what are we gonna do when we get to level 20? Because, you know, like every couple sessions, I give you guys a level.
TPK.
And like literally with that, that could happen.
Like, although just make us NPCs quest givers and like we'll switch characters.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Because I was thinking once we hit level 20, we have to do at least one adventure or one session with you guys as level 20. Because it'd be kind of lame to be like, you're level 20, we're done. And you know, I was like, well, on the trajectory we're going, that's only a couple months away, like 2-3 months, we could do it. And that would be the first campaign I've ever played to completion.
Ooh.
So that could be exciting. You know, we've been working on that with our in-person games for Nerdarchy, but those games happen once a month. So it takes much longer to get there. But with that being said, let's jump into tonight's gameplay. So 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. Who has got the recap tonight?
I do. Okay, so last week on Scarlet Sisterhood, we headed up into the mountains to see the Olin guy deliver a letter and potentially trade with them because Hannah just has to have that goat. Also, something about asking them about spirits and the potential fire elementals that are living in the bathhouse, but that's not really quite as important. We'll get to that. Anyway, we were on our way up the mountain when we saw a giant riding by. Kenna flagged him down to talk, but Deneen found out he had some baby yetis in the back of his sleigh. Well, he wasn't too happy with her letting them go, so we went to try and he went to try and get the yetis back. And so then you have 3-foot tall Kenna and like 12+ foot tall giant guy facing off, and Kath is like, no, this might not be such a good idea. But, you know, he wasn't gonna stop, so we were forced to kill him and take his loot. Darn.
Forced.
Yeah, so I guess we kind of left off. Well, you guys can introduce yourself first and your characters.
Oh, I am Jean. I am playing Kath, a tiefling paladin.
And I am Megan R. Miller. I am Kenna Hollythorn, halfling bard of Valor. Bard of Valor.
I'm Jen from Pixel Scapes, and I'm playing Deneen, a wood elf rogue cleric.
And also worth mentioning, Megan R. Miller is a novelist and just released a novel last week, I believe, or was it the week before?
Yeah, it was like last week. I am very sorry. I always forget to say that. No, it was the week before because it's the 9th now, and I wanted to get it done before 2017.
And you also have been known to write on nerdarchy.com. Speaking of which, we have a newly minted writer over there. Jean has blessed us with a great article on speculating what's coming next from Critical Role. So if you happen to be a fellow critter, you might want to check that out at some point. So, thank you guys for that. Appreciate it.
She has that new writer glow.
Yes.
It's like a beatific.
So with that being said, we had left off with you guys literally just upending this chest, and it just like seemed to rain coins forever amongst some other things.
We like the sound of that.
Deneen looks super happy.
And since we don't really do that too often on here, I'm going to actually list what fell out. So once you guys like kind of scoop it up and tally everything, you do realize Yeti lives do matter because 600 copper pieces, 3,000 silver, 1,800 gold, 50 platinum, a couple pieces of citrine, a couple pieces of jasper, a couple moonstones, some quartz, some sardonyx, a golden circlet, pair of fancy gauntlets, and there's also a javelin that comes tumbling out.
Okay, Deneen's gonna roll around in this pile of money.
It is.
That's happening.
Bearing in mind that I know Agnetha hasn't used them in a while, but she does carry javelins.
Ooh.
That is true. So I imagine that might get scooped up by her, and the rest of you guys can divvy up however you like. And in the meantime, it seems like the easiest way to probably carry this stuff is probably in the chest.
So it's still solid ice that isn't melting, right?
That is correct.
So we'll get a couple
Can
of.
we carry this thing, or can we like chip out the middle?
Here's what we're gonna do. Okay.
Okay.
So I have some like spare clothes that we can stretch between a couple of poles, and then like you can take the back and Kat can take the front, and then we can carry it pretty easily.
Yeah, that'll
like a chest palanquin.
That'll work.
You could just lash it to a rune.
We could do that too.
I mean, because it's like 12 inches by 24 inches, by another 12 inches deep. And it has some heft to it. Probably weighs about 25 pounds.
So it's like a cinder block is what I'm hearing here.
Yeah. But that being said, it's holding a lot of stuff in there. Like literally the javelin probably shouldn't fit. That defied a little bit of physics there.
Well, I was in the Squirrel Scouts, so we can just tie it up and,
Squeak.
And also, you're not entirely sure that you've seen the bottom of this chest, so it may hold even more.
Time to go shoulder deep in the chest.
Exactly.
I will climb in the chest. And
I'll hold your ankles.
Well, wait. If I go in, you could hold my tail.
That's true. And you would definitely go way further in than I would.
Well, I'm not saying there's more in there. I'm saying it may hold more.
Oh, like we could put more.
Oh, like we could put more stuff in.
Yeah.
I was ready to have Megan go dunking for bonus prizes, but like a cereal box, you just keep digging around in there.
Bobbing with halflings.
Yeah, exactly.
You do that enough, and she's pulling out a dragon.
This is pretty awesome.
So it's kind
I
of
try
like
to talk to it, I would.
But as we realize how big this thing is, Deneen gets an idea. It says, Kenna, would you be able to hide in there?
I mean, assuming that it's possible to survive in a chest like that, I wouldn't want to go like dropping way down into this chest, not be able to get out and not be able to breathe.
Right. Well, we wouldn't necessarily close the lid, but maybe that could be useful sometime. Who knows? It's like good sniping position,
We'll think about it after we run some tests.
Just a thought.
Yeah, no one expects to get shot from inside a chest.
So has Deneen watched Young Guns?
I don't think so. They didn't have a lot of movies up in Ryler.
we could leave like a trail of coins to the chest to like try and like entice people to come, and you can pop out and shoot them in the face at the last second.
That sounds an awful lot like banditry to me.
Yeah, this guy, and then she gestures toward the gigantic corpse right here. He had it coming, but random people who want coins, that's just healthy.
Okay, but random people that follow a trail of coins to a suspicious ice chest.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I'm not saying do it in the streets of Gryphongaffe. I'm saying like if we need to like sneak into a camp or draw some people away from a camp.
Like chuck some coins in there and then they follow them to a trail that leads to
that
this.
That is pretty much how I made friends with Kresk. So I left out a trail of marbles and he picked them all up. He was a
Kresk.
He was really nice.
Isn't he that goblin that I met that one time?
No, he was a troglodyte.
Oh, Kresk. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, Kresk.
He's my buddy.
I remember Kresk.
I don't know if I'm ever going to see him again, but he was really nice. I liked him a lot.
He was interesting.
Totally not going to eat your face.
No.
That's how level 20 ends for Kenna, getting her face eaten by something she tries to defend.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, like a Tarrasque. But look, he's so cute. His teeth are the size of me.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. It could be my new pet, Monty 2.
Yeah.
So Deneen will go over to this body and be like, well, we can't bury this. Dear Eleven, please ferry this giant to wherever he's supposed to be, because this is about as good as it gets, funeral-wise, for the giant. Thanks, Denise.
Yeah, you think you hear something, off in the distance.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh. I like that.
So what are you folks doing now?
Probably heading back up the pass. Did we finish our rest or?
Well, you guys weren't really resting.
We were about to.
Yeah,
I recall.
You were hunkering.
Oh yeah, and it's cold out here. Deneen suddenly realizes and remembers.
Oh no, the storm began moving off with the.
Oh, excellent.
With the sled.
Okay, this is getting much better then.
Yeah, so at a certain point you realize it's not snowing anymore, and the storm is visibly moving away in the direction of those creatures.
So Deneen looks off toward where the clouds are retreating, and she says, "I'm sure it'll turn out fine and not park in some farmland somewhere."
Well, on the plus side, you guys are moving away from civilization, so
hopefully, let's hope.
Yeah, the next bastion of civilization, as far as you guys know, is the Olin guy, and they're not the most civilized of folks. And matter of fact, on that note, I think Agatha is going to offer to go scat out the baby Yeti and make sure they don't get up to any trouble.
I am not sure how I feel about this, because if I recall correctly, I did find out about Fluffy.
Fluffy?
Yes, I think you did by accident.
So, I'm gonna give her this like really hardcore sidelong look, and I'm like, don't screw me over again.
She assures you she'll just try and herd them northwards.
And meanwhile, Kath is standing behind Kenna going,
don't hurt them at all.
Oh man. Yeah, well, Kenna doesn't see that happening, so she completely believes this farce.
And by the time Kenna turns around, Kath is just standing there innocently twirling her tail.
I passively perceive this and give her the side eye, but don't comment.
I'm gonna go with Agatha is completely oblivious to it all. She's going to try and herd the Yetis back north where they belong, is what she says.
That's right. That's right. Agatha, if anyone would be up for this skillful challenge, it would be you. Because you're so in touch with like nature and stuff. Exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
You have the elven ways half-elven ways that will help you.
So are you guys planning to short rest, long rest, or something else?
Well, we were setting up to long rest.
Yeah.
Well, so before the encounter happened, you guys were just kind of hunkering down because of the blizzard.
Oh, okay.
And then you're like, oh, the blizzard is actually, this is why the blizzard's here. And then you guys murdered the blizzard, and there's no blizzard anymore, but it rained gold and gems and stuff, so it's all good.
It's my kind of storm.
That's a nice storm.
So I think we'll probably continue on then if there's still daylight and we can travel.
Yeah, absolutely. So you guys actually go through the rest of the journey unmolested, no issues, no problems. Okay. Nothing interesting happens unless you guys want it to happen.
So Kenna, this is a tribe of orcs, right?
Yep. And like while I'm listening to you say that, I'm like fiddling with the moonstones that fell out of the chest because I'm thinking they might be good earrings.
Maybe this is just like an unfortunate rumor, but isn't there like a thing about orcs and elves? I mean, I wouldn't know. Since I'm not like...
I look to Dave because I don't
know either.
Orcs and elves in this world.
She might have just heard wrong.
I mean, okay, I know for sure that Harak and Agatha don't have a problem.
Yeah, but they're like city people. City people are used to hanging out together, you know. Okay, Agnetha's not city people, but
Should I
Hirak is.
roll?
So basically, what you know from you had interacted, I think all of you have interacted with Alora a couple
We did.
times, as you know, and when you were talking to her, you kind of got the story, and Kenna has kind of been known for gathering bits of information while she's in Gryphongaffe, especially about things that are relatively local. So the thing about the Olin guy are they're kind of reclusive. They're orcs, so they are warriors, but they're not very warlike. And you may have even they have even been known to sell their goats to other adventurers that have had need of them. So they're not exactly xenophobic, but they just kind of just keep to themselves.
Okay.
So you don't think it'll be a problem?
Okay. Just checking.
A problem.
I'm just checking. When I was out caravan guarding, I was mostly on the road. I wasn't like running up into the hills to meet people who actually live in nature. So I don't know that much about it. I just figured I'd ask.
So these orcs in particular wouldn't have been in any kind of open conflict with any other races and in the recent history, because there have actually been other orc tribes and evil humanoids that had kind of flocked to the banner of the Blood Lord, one of the demons. And these guys actually did not. They actually stayed out of it. And one of the main champions for the Blood Lord was actually this great orc. And he gathered up many of the orc tribes to him and other evil humanoids, but the Olin guy remained out of it.
That's positive. It always comes down to blood cultists. This moderately concerns me. At least it's all in the past. It could never possibly affect us now. Gryphongaffe is totally fine. It's done.
There is an overabundance of blood cultists. So
we keep hearing.
But you guys haven't seen many yet, so it's all good. You've been dealing with other problems like drug dealers.
Yeah.
Somebody understands
poison dealers
and hags, right? So
yeah, small stuff.
Kath just assumes that the rest of the party is like a walking trash fire of trouble, and she's just along for the ride because she's fire resistant and she can help out.
These things happen. So you guys will make it to the village of the Olin guy, unless any of you want to interject anything interesting that may have happened along the way.
Oh, that's right. So at some point we're gonna have to stop and cook.
Oh yeah, I'm starving. So Deneen will shoot maybe some squirrels or rabbits, and just like we can I'm gonna bread these, and I've got a hunk of butter here that I can use. It'll be really good.
I'm making whey bread.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Arun makes you catch him because he's still miffed about your comments the last session.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to do to make it up to you? And I'm like, have my short, stubby legs, so I'm running after him. I might get on Monty at one point to give.
I suggest that you punch some holes in some of these pretty silver coins we just picked up, so that he can put them in. You can put them in his mane.
A great idea. Would that make it up to you? Some silver.
He slows down and then walks back to camp.
See, this is a lesson I learned early in life. It's basically all about bribery.
Until he sees the platinum and gold pieces, then he's gonna be like, harumph at you and start walking off again.
You can have a couple golden platinum pieces too. I got this. Don't worry.
As accents. Yeah.
Yes.
Copper is his favorite.
I mean, he's nearly as smart as Deneen.
Yeah.
So, yes, I say like I'm like braiding these, like plaiting them into his long hair and like saying very nice things to him and being like extra but kissy.
And since he's standing still and the food is on him, I'll pull out some of the ingredients that I need to make the breaded tenders for dinner here. like flour, for example, maybe a couple of eggs, the hunk of butter. This will be good.
Yeah. So
while Kenna's distracted.
So dinner is sinfully delicious. As you guys are cooking over the campfire, the flames begin changing colors.
Kath, knock it off.
Blues and greens, and every once in a while you think you see things dancing there.
Hey,
I'm not doing anything, and if I was, there'd be no problem with it. Why are you coming at me, Denise?
We'll see about that. So I'm going to use thaumaturgy and try and turn them back to a normal color.
You're able to. It turns back.
Yeah, see? Very funny, Kath.
Is there any snow left in the area?
Yeah, there's some. I mean, it's going to take a little time for it to...
I make a snowball and I chuck it into Neen's face.
Oh, I'm going to dodge that. I'm going to uncannily dodge that. No, I'm going to evasion that.
You guys are ridiculous. And I'm like sitting here working on some sides.
Let's just eat.
Potatoes. The mashed kind.
We have lots of stuff here.
So you guys begin eating your meal, and like I said, it tastes way better than it probably should for what it is.
I'm good.
Such a good cook.
Hey, what can I tell you? I've got the special touch. It's the extra control I get over flames from my thaumaturgy. Like I think it lets me add just the right amount of heat.
That doesn't surprise me a bit. I'm very impressed by this. You're going to have to give me some pointers at some point.
So you begin hearing voices.
Huh. That's interesting. Are you sure you didn't put any mushrooms in that?
No, just eggs, butter, and flour, and the meat. That's it.
Huh.
And she holds up the bag of flour as she starts to put stuff away.
No!
What?
Mean.
Kenna, are you gluten intolerant and you never told me?
No, I have flour in my Bardo, but that's the flour, Deneen.
This is a bag of flour.
It's the flour. It's the flour. It's the
evil flour. Oh my god. Yeah. And she just drops it and goes home.
So, that's
why it tasted so good.
No. But wait, do you guys hear those weird voices?
So as you guys are discussing that, you hear the smacking of lips, and you look back to the fire, and there's kind of a little bit of a hole in it, and this clawed hand is like reaching out of that hole and pulling some of the meat off of one of the skewers.
You can have it.
Is that an elemental or yeah, you take that. Yeah,
no, definitely not. A huge horned head kind of like comes through the hole.
Oh. Hi, I'm Kenna.
And looks very, very gargoyle-ish, like with large tusks, sticking out from his lower jaw.
You seem hungry, honey candy.
Potatoes.
And he's just like, oh, I think I would love some honey candy.
Okay, here. And she starts just handing it over.
Slide the potato bowl across.
And it almost looks like he's like stretching like a piece of cloth or something as he kind of like works his way out of this ring of fire.
Do you want a whole bag of flour?
What is that delicious smell that has brought me here?
It's not the potatoes, and Kat snatches them away because she's not letting anybody else have the potatoes. You just stick to the meat there. It's the meat that smells good. You won't like the potatoes.
Thank you, Kath.
Wait, so should I give him the flour or not?
It's probably...
Uh-oh. We're losing Megan.
No.
Kath looks at Deneen and says, "Why do you always assume that I know about this kind of stuff? I feel like you're profiling me. Every bad thing, you're like, why don't you know about this?"
What? No. I just want advice on what to do. remember when the Vardo got crushed and we had that container of flour and I told you it was evil flour and the container like had a little crack in it, but I wasn't worried about it. And then I guess Kenna moved it into this bag and didn't tell me. So yeah, this is evil flour.
It got a crack in it. The vase got a crack in it. Okay, so it had to be replaced, and I didn't think anybody else was going to get in the food stuff. And then by the time we got up here, I forgot.
Well,
I hide behind a room.
Do I give it to him?
Yes.
Here.
That's probably what he wants.
This is the yummy stuff. Here, take this. And she'll like sort of, she doesn't want to touch it, but she'll like sort of scoot it with her toe.
Yeah.
Over toward him.
So like a big knobby knee like appears up by his chin as he like steps out of the hole, and like he picks up the bag of flour as he steps out. He's like, ugh! His body is just covered in muscle and scales. It's like this grayish color tinged with red, and his chest is probably as wide as one of you are tall. Huge.
So thank you for accepting our hospitality.
And his wing, he's got wings that just stretch out behind him. They've got to be like 16 feet. And he's
okay. Those are actually kind of awesome.
Yeah.
He stands up. He towers over.
Hi, I'm Janine.
Tall, easily.
Just looking right up, straight up.
Then he reaches behind him, and pulls out this giant fork.
Hey, hold on. Is that an eating utensil?
Oh, yes, it is most definitely an eating utensil. And he stretches and he lashes his tail about. It looks a lot like yours, Kath, only much, much bigger.
Okay, that's good because you have accepted our hospitality by taking our meat and food.
Right, peaceful hospitality.
Yes, sacred hospitality. You can't break it. That's the rule.
Don't use the word sacred. Just Ixnay on the acrid say.
And hospitality.
And you notice that like his tail is barbed with like a giant scorpion stinger.
So
that's really cool.
So Janine will try to do introductions, and she's not going to call herself Janine. She's going to say, "Hi, I'm Andy, and you are."
Andy, that rhymes with candy.
Yes, exactly. My candies are famous everywhere. Andy's candies.
You can call me Beezus.
Beezus. Oh, that's kind of sweet.
You said I could have this flower?
Yeah, sure. Why not? It might have a little bit of evil fae magic in it. That it absorbed. So yeah, it's all yours.
Perfect. He scoops it up with one hand and he kind of reaches in. Beezus. He reaches in and like Jesus, but with bees instead.
Okay.
He reaches into the satchel of flour and takes out a pinch and kind of begins walking around the fire and begins sprinkling it in the fire around it. And as he does such, the flames around the hole, they begin like almost forming like a picture frame. They look kind of braided and seem to be solidifying. And possibly growing.
Pardon me,
this
sir.
Is most irregular.
Pardon me, sir. But you're not trying to make like a permanent doorway, right? I mean, you're gonna skip on through that after dinner and go home.
I thought I might invite some dinner guests.
But then you'll all go home, right?
Maybe we'll like it here.
Well, we don't really want any guests.
Nope.
Sir, Mr. Beezus, sir, we would really prefer no more guests because we only have so much food. And I know how that goes.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure we'll work something out.
That's the problem. Yeah, right there.
Then he smacks his lips some more.
Yeah.
And gives you a very toothy and almost like he's trying to be innocent smile.
So Janine will sort of circle around the fire, the opposite side of him, and start like scuffing her foot through the circle that he's making. As if she's just casually accidentally doing it, but she's totally scuffing this circle into oblivion.
So he's not actually making a circle in the ground.
Uh-oh.
He's spreading that flower back into the fire, and the circle is forming from the hole in the fire that he stepped out of.
Okay, yeah, no, that's not good. Can I do anything with this? I can't.
Don't you wish to meet some of my friends?
Nope.
Nope.
No, I am very curious about what your friends are like, but I think maybe we should get to know you better first.
He does stop like in the midst of this when he's like in front of the circle again and reaches in and then grabs like it looks like a piece of cloth and he flicks it out and pops a Jeff cap on his head.
Huh.
That's better.
Nice hat.
Noggin was feeling naked.
Kath, as when she figures out what the purpose of the hole is, drops a magic circle spell.
Ooh.
Okay, that takes a long time to cast though.
Does it? Oh, 1 hour. Damn it. Never mind. No, she doesn't.
Maybe we can keep it talking. Tell us some stories.
Oh, will dispel magic work? She tries to dispel magic.
Okay, you could absolutely try and do that.
All right.
So,
because he's a fiend, and I'm a bad paladin, but I'm still a paladin. So
Can I get a bardic inspiration on that?
I really don't think that we're supposed to let him come in.
You can give him bardic inspiration if you want.
Take it, Kat.
As long as that works on ability checks.
I think so.
All right, we'll say it does for now. We can figure it out later.
You want me to roll a spell check on this?
Yeah, you're gonna need to add your ability modifier.
Can I help her? I'm a holy person. A little.
Yeah, like you know what? If you assist, I will allow you to add your mod as well.
I'll be like, Kath, I'm pretty sure our bosses wouldn't be cool with this.
Is 18 high enough? Wait, no, charisma. Yeah, 18.
And 18 is high enough.
Okay.
So
you have to break out my inspiration.
You begin chanting, maybe maybe fingering your holy symbol and streams of copper energy kind of lance out from your fingertips and begin interacting with this flaming frame, I want to say, for lack of a better word, that's begun to form, and these strands of copper just reach out and begin wrapping around the edges of it, and it shouldn't be able to anyway because it's almost acting like they're both solid, and literally this doorway is made of fire, and then those tendrils begin to pull and just rip it apart, and Beezus looks at you, and for the first time you think you're really witnessing his true nature as you see the hellfires blazing in his eyes. Ooh. And you see his kind of face like twist with rage.
We did ask politely first.
Kath,
just for the record,
uses thaumaturgy to make her eyes blaze right back, and she says they weren't invited.
You wretched little deluded blood creature. Something about you even smells fake. He stamps one of his large feet on the ground, making you shake a little bit. You guys can drop initiative.
All right. Oh boy.
Boy has no patience. 6.
Well, you'll be happy to know you beat him. It switched to just Kenna for some reason. Son of a monkey.
Well, she's the only one worth talking to.
I talk to evil things all the time. I'll listen.
We talk constantly.
So apparently, what's going on right now, Beezus and Kath are locked in a staring competition. Why Deneen and Kenna begin to act.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use my trusty standby and bless the three of us ladies and then vanish off somewhere to try and hide.
Okay.
So let's see. That's an extra D4 for all of you. And then I'm going to hide in the woods with a 21.
Okay.
But before I go, I'm like, you got this, Kath. And that's the blessing. Like, dear Eleven, make sure they got this. Thanks, Deneen. And then she bolts off.
Okay. Well enough. And what is Kenna doing?
Casting silence around the demon.
Okay. So the both of you are kind of, now they're both silently kind of glaring at each other. And with that, the demon lurches forward, lashing out with that giant fork it's got. It mouths something, but you don't know what. Or well, Kenna might know.
If she could hear it.
Oh yeah, I can read lips.
Yeah, he says, "I'm going to show you what my fork is used for, morsel."
Oh.
And but his attention seems to be purely on Kath at the moment.
Fork off.
And you can read those lips as well. So a 23 and a 25 as the fork lances out.
Those hit.
Yeah. And then the tail is actually going to lash out at Kenna. Oh, that's a natural 20.
Great.
Not cool.
On the plus side, though, the tail doesn't do that much damage, so I'll roll that first. But you can't give me a saving throw. So you are going to take 18 points of damage as the tail slams into your midsection.
Okay, that's not bad.
So DC 17 on the saving throw.
What kind of throw?
Constitution.
Constitution.
With
Okay.
D4.
7. Oh, hold on. 20.
Ooh.
Okay. So you feel the wound kind of burn with infernal energy, but you're able to shake it off.
I'm used to getting poisoned. It's fine.
It's just a thing I do. And 27 points of damage to Kath.
Okay.
And then it is actually Kath's turn.
Oh, sweet. So Kath says, fork off, and then he attacks her, and she says, I might not be natural, but you don't even belong here. And she's going to take a swing at him with Pigpen and with saying you don't belong here, she's using Vow of Enmity on him. So that will give her advantage. Will 20 hit? 23?
20 will hit. Yep.
All right. Then I am going to dump a level 3 smite because I mean business. Ooh. Ooh. All right. Let's see what those are. That is 43, 50, 56 points. Is he undead or is he's a fiend? Yeah.
He is a fiend.
Then 56.
56?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. And you smack him with holy might. And he kind of hisses. Though you can't hear it because of silence. But there is a copper flare. And that brings us to Dean.
I'm shooting. Shooting.
Rootin', tootin', shooting. Gotcha.
That's a 20 to hit.
That will hit.
So from the trees somewhere comes this arcing arrow for 30 piercing damage.
Okay. And he kind of snarls silently and rips the arrow out and throws it away.
And then she will slink off in another direction and hide.
And so, well, I guess it is silent, but you actually are hearing what he's saying, but you hear it in your minds.
Ooh. I don't like that.
And Kenna is up.
So I am going to attack with last breath. 19.
A 19 will hit. Guys are on fire.
For 6 damage and 14.
With
14.
bless.
Oh, bless.
Don't forget the bless.
Do not forget the bless.
17.
The 17 will miss. Slams right into his thigh and just like bounces off. And he kind of like silently is like looking around and where are you, little elf? You hear kind of like in your minds. Don't worry, I will get to you soon enough.
I highly doubt it.
And with that, decides to focus all of his attention on Kath. Ooh, we got another 20, but we also got a 2. So there's going to be 2 hits, and one of them is going to hurt a bit.
No hurting.
Yes, all the hurting. And I'm going to need a con save 17.
With a bless.
With a bless.
Constitution.
You'll be blessed.
1d4. 17, sir.
So you take another 27, and that does pass. You feel the infernal heat and burning of the wound, but you're able to resist it. You feel dark magic's at work.
All right, I guess. So Kath tries to act like this isn't bothering her, and she has like this really quip of line of she's like, your fires are weak and I don't feel this, but she rolled a 6 on her performance, so it's not at all believable.
Aw.
And he just kind of laughs back at her about how pathetic that attempt was, and then she gets mad and she hits him again, or she tries to.
At least he couldn't hear her.
So
20 again, that'll hit. Yeah,
yes, that will.
oh, I didn't take my second attack last time.
You were busy staring contesting, I guess.
I need to remember that this is my higher level paladin. I have that extra attack now. All right.
For a while.
Yeah. So he takes 18 points of damage. And
Okay.
then I'm going to attack again. No, I have a program for this row. It's going to be at least a 20. For another 20 points, and I'm going to dump a level 2 smite in this.
Okay.
Actually, can I retroactively dump a smite in the first one too?
If you wanted to, yep.
Okay, yeah, because I am being beaten to death, and I would like to kill him faster, please. So another 20 and another 20, 31, 34 points of smite damage on top of that.
Okay, you blast your pig pen through his chest.
Ah.
And he like staggers back, and like literally there's a hole in his chest, and he kind of like flares out his wings to catch himself and claws at the ground. Little morsel, Your time will come and you will find yourselves in the pits, and I will be there waiting. And for you, little elfling, 100 years is not so long. We will meet again. Or perhaps your descendants. This is not done. And then he like blows apart in the smoke.
Oh, you're good, Kath.
Kath goes,
Are you okay? Oh, dispel the silence. Are you okay?
that hurt. That hurt. Oh my God.
I'm going to come over and start healing her.
He goes, that tail really, really hurt. Oh my God. Did you see how big his tail is?
It was quite a
Oh,
tail.
yeah, I saw it.
I hate infernal things.
Deneen decides not to comment on that. Are you?
That is it.
She's down more than half.
Whew.
Okay, so let's just go with level 4 cure wounds, 48 plus 4. Does that sound good to you? Or do you need more than that?
We could take a break.
Mhm.
But I'm putting this fire out because it's obviously tainted horribly, and she's gonna go grab her water.
Is it just a straight 44 or is it plus anything?
I don't think. I do not think Megan heard you.
Okay.
She's lagging out.
Is the origin, or does anyone know?
Which one? What did she cast again?
I don't know. I heard 44.
I heard 44 too.
All right.
Or you're back.
48.
Oh, 48.
48.
48
in the
plus
chat.
4. Yeah, it's in the chat.
Ooh.
That's right. Kenny usually has you roll your own plausible deniability.
Thank you, Kenna.
Oh. What was that thing?
Stupid, demonic little thing with poison. Blah.
So our evil flower was legit evil.
Why did we keep the evil flower?
Because we needed a place to put our evil, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm super lucky because I put my daggers in there and it obviously absorbed the evil out of the daggers and like uncursed them or whatever. Can you imagine what would have happened to me if I hadn't put them in the flower? Think about that.
Can't Elven like purify the flower? You're a cleric, right? Don't clerics purify things or
I gotta
consecrate things? Can you talk to her
let me
about
think.
that?
Look, him. I know that much. It's a guy.
Oh, it's him, dude.
Yeah, it's
sorry.
a guy.
Sorry.
Totes dude.
He's kind of an elf, dude. He's kind of an elf
Well,
guy.
I mean, he's an elf, so it's
Either
kind of
way.
like, it's sometimes hard to tell because elves, right? But
Really feminine name.
let me think about what I could do.
I've
I've got like I can make like food and water better. Oh, I can purify food. Maybe I can purify the flower.
that might be a good thing to try.
I don't know. I'm not too sure if it would work. I can protect things from like evil and also from good, which doesn't seem really useful to me, but okay.
Well, if
Is
not,
it- is it
Kenna has
cursed?
suggested possibly dyeing the flower black. I feel like you guys have
but
put
it would
more
help
than the
us get
daggers in there.
protected from the Fae. No, it was just the daggers and Deneen totally overreacting.
I feel like other things have been hidden in the flower
do you-
previously.
They have been.
Oh, okay. Well, then what do I know? Let's see. Ooh, you can protect creatures from fiends and fae, which might be handy when we go up against the hags. So she's like mentally going through her spell list here.
Is it cursed? I mean, if it's cursed, I might be able to get rid of the
I
curse.
don't know.
I just assume...
What did Kenna do with the cracked pot?
It's probably back at the Wainwrights.
Well, I mean, it was cracked, so she just kind of put it aside.
Okay.
I mean, when we were cleaning up the
Just
wagon
checking.
at the Wainwrights in Ryler, it could still be like in their trash for all we know.
Well, Ryler's all evil already. I mean, what's
It's
one
not
little crack evil
all
gonna do?
evil.
Now I'm just picturing that toaster, but the evil version.
It's like the end of Time Bandits. Don't touch it. It's evil. I don't know. If I sleep on it, I can get purify food and maybe I can like make the flour better. But I think that's more about like poison and disease. But I could try it.
Could certainly try it. So that is the only incident that happens between between the frost giant and the Olengai village when you guys come up to it, and it's kind of like a mountain road path, leading up to it, and there's a nice large flat piece of land. It's kind of like jutting off of the mountain where they've made this village. Some of their buildings are kind of like, or they're not buildings, but huts are actually built right into the side of the mountain. Others, others are made of stone, and it looks like stuff they've gathered from the lower lands to make thatch for the roof and stuff like that. But as you begin approaching, in the distance, you see coming down the road a handful of mounted orc warriors, and they are mounted on giant goats.
Ooh.
And they kind of like clatter as they come down the mountain pass between their hooves and things that they have tied into their fur. It looks like stone and bone for the most part, some feathers here and there.
See, Arun, they have decorations here too.
Haroon gives you an indignant look when he looks at the goats and their decorations.
Yours are
and you
better,
can make a
buddy.
comparison.
yours are where. And she kind of leans forward. She's like, "We know not to give credence to what Deneen said."
Hey, I just mean that they'll appreciate his sense of style. Thank you very much.
Oh no, Megan, you're frozen.
Yeah.
She's frozen in a lecturing pose. I love it.
Yeah.
We could play the rest of the game like this.
Am I here?
Yeah.
She's back.
So sorry. I want to cast tongues and speak to them in Orcish and say hail. Like we've come from Gryphongaffe. I have mail from Alora.
You've got mail.
Yes.
God. Now, it's far too many years of Blue's Clues. It's coming like post-traumatic stress.
Like, I have a letter.
So you greet them, and they pull up short. They like good 15, 20 feet away from you guys, and back at you in Orcish. What is Mal? And then they look even more confused as they look the three of you over. Me no see Mal amongst any of you. Is your oxen? Is your rock? Is he Mal? And he's kind of like leaning over the side, trying to look down.
Kath is like, why is everyone interested in this?
What are they saying? They're saying this in Orcish, right?
Yeah.
So only Kenna.
And the speaker is an enormous is a orc with an enormous belly, black eyes, and a mohawk. He's probably his feet almost. It's like he almost looks comical on the giant goat because his feet nearly touch the ground. It's like an adult riding a tricycle or something. But Kenna, did you cast tongues on all of you or just you?
We'll go with everyone because I'm like lagging in and out.
Okay, we totally understand.
Okay.
She means she has a message from you from Lorana down the hill, mountain thing, in the town, city thing.
Oh yes, we know Lorana. She lives behind stone walls with her, and he kind of like begins laughing and chuckling. Husband
and kids.
Children.
Yes, and the little ones. They have big party. We celebrate many days.
She wrote you a letter. She wants you to know what she's doing.
What is this letter?
It's a missive. She wanted me to tell you how she was, and I wrote it all down, and I'm going to read it to you. Everything she had to say. It's quite a lot.
Torg don't really care, but I can take you to her father and
That
the
would be good.
elders.
Thank you.
Immediately when it looked like you're going to tell him a long story, he's like, no. And him and the rest of the warriors follow you or lead you back into the village. And upon your arrival, you guys find yourself inundated with orc children.
Oh, honey candy.
Oh.
Honey candy time. You're so green. That's wonderful. Here you go.
Look how tall you are.
It's true. They are tall.
I was only this tall when I was your age.
Yep.
And finally, a older orc, comes walking up to the group. He looks very Hal. Still, he's not quite as large as Torg, but he's still way over 6 foot tall. He's got short tusks jutting out, and he's got a lithe and thin build to him in comparison, and he's got yellow eyes, but they kind of gleam with intelligence and cunning. So Torg has brought you back to our village. What is it you wish of us? Why do you come here, Outlanders?
I have a letter from Alora.
Ah, yes, my daughter, who is going to live with the folks behind the big walls.
She had much to share with you, and then we would like to possibly ask some questions and talk to you, but this is the most pressing matter. And I hold up the scroll.
Kind of wrinkles his nose at it.
I'll read it to you.
So if you wish, come sit by the fire with us.
Cool. I'm gonna actually perform reading the letter, try to keep them entertained as I'm reading it, but pretty much verbatim recite what the letter says. Exactly how she said it.
So you guys are kind of ushered over there, and a large group of the orcs begin to gather. Apparently it's a big deal. They don't get many guests here, and you find that there's one orc with a long gray beard and a single blue eye that comes he's got a wooden staff that looks to be carved, and it looks like it would be it looks very out of place here because everything is kind of made of stone or metal. There's not a lot of wood here, but he's using it two-handed to kind of drag himself along. He's kind of bent over and hunchbacked. He's wearing all these pelts, goat pelts, and many of them look like they came from possibly really young goats, and the legs are still attached with the hooves, and he's got a bunch of them draped all over him, and then he's got a larger one that is his hood is a hood, and it's actually the full goat head, and with horns. And as you begin telling your stories, looking over your shoulder, reading, looks like he's reading over your shoulder.
Deneen will try and help by doing charades, pantomime illustrations of what she's talking about from the letter.
Okay.
I'm reminded of Lala Midge by this person, so I'm going to treat this man very respectfully and like I would if he were Lala Midge, because I understand this gathering around the fire telling stories culture. I come from one.
Kath uses thaumaturgy to add some sound effects every now and then for make the fire dance.
Nice.
So this goes on for a while. You're brought out meals while this is going on. It doesn't seem like they sit down to a formal meal like more civilized people. Instead, there's cooking fires going off elsewhere, and then orcs begin bringing out food and sharing it. Much of it is actually there's a mead that's made from what appears to be goat milk. You're thinking probably, as well as there's lots of cheese, and there's some tubers and sparse vegetation, and then there's meat and some poultry. So they must keep chickens as well somewheres. But they offer it to all of you, and they seem indifferent to the fact that Deneen is an elf, which
is a relief. It was just an unfortunate rumor, which is very good.
So as the evening goes on, and they kind of party with you guys, if you guys accept their hospitality.
Sure, why not?
And as Kenna has stated, they also have a very oral tradition as well, and they begin telling stories, and most of it is of hunting and of their gods, and they revere the spirits that live in the rocks and the goats themselves. And that's the other thing, like there are goats all around the village. They don't keep them penned up, and many times there's a orc paired with a goat. All of their art and anything that you see that's decorative has goat motifs to it. And I'm going to make it a... Good. What were you saying, Kenna?
I want to make it a point to remember some of the stories that they're telling.
Okay, absolutely. You would have no problem doing that. And so this probably goes on until about midnight, and then things start like thinning out. And it is at that point that you guys hear a guttural yell coming from...
What was that?
Coming from the edge of the... I almost want to say it's a mesa, but it's not quite that, because it's like... It almost looks like someone took a mesa and mashed it into the side of a mountain. If that makes sense.
Yeah. So it's just like a flatter part of the mountain that they've settled on.
Yeah, but it extends out quite a bit. Almost like there used to be two peaks together, but someone lopped one off.
Huh.
That's not ominous at all.
They've been living here a long time. It's been fine for them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, except for that yell. That might have been a problem.
What is that?
They begin jumping up, and
I stand also.
Going to investigate. So
let's do this.
So Kath had been like showing her little music boxes around, and when that yell happens, there's a D&D equivalent of a record, noise.
A lute string snapping.
There you go.
Equivalent.
There you go.
So you move off in the direction of the yell, and standing over an orc that's just been kind of eviscerated is this figure. Stands easily 9 feet tall. He's got 4 arms, and they're just which they are capped in claws, and they all 4 of them are just dripping with gore. He's got a mouth that's full of needle-like teeth and black scraggly hair, and it looks like rubbery flesh. It looks, its limbs are all long and spindly. And Kenna actually needs a light source to see. So you could have grabbed a torch from the fire or whatever. I
do that.
And you can see that it's got like a grayish green hue to its skin, and the fire is reflecting off of beady eyes. Coming over the ridge behind him is more of these creatures. Only the one has 4 arms though.
Whoa, more than we can handle more, or
okay, but we're not alone. We're with a bunch of warriors.
Orc warriors, yes.
A charge because I want to impress these guys.
So you see the one plus maybe like a half a dozen of these creatures.
I gotta save my last spell in case I have to pick somebody up. I can't bless us again. And with that, Deneen gets ready to hide.
It's a different day. You would.
Oh, it is a different day.
It would be a different day, yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
sweet.
Well, then I'm good with that. Then I know what I'm doing. It's a different day. That also means I have my purify food now.
Oh, is that now on your list?
Well, I'm gonna try it to clean the flour. So we'll see, but later. Not right now.
Not right now. Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I said I would prep it today to try and clean the flour. We'll see if it works.
So that being said, what exactly are you guys doing? I guess
Charging.
Blessing everybody, and initiativing.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, 19. That's more like it, Deneen.
So far, it looks like Deneen is going first.
14.
Ooh. 15. La la la. I'm not last.
Very nice. Everybody rolled pretty high.
You are not last. That is true. So Deneen is up.
Bless everybody. Dear, I'll even make sure that this works out great. Thanks, Deneen. And then she'll bless the three of us and then do the same routine and just like sort of vanish into the background. She'll hide behind a tent.
Okay. What did you get for your high check?
Let me see my 17.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, that's a 23.
23.
Because she has reliable talent now.
Ooh, fancy.
So I'm never gonna get below 23 on stealth ever again, essentially.
Yeah, so she is quite hidden. All right, so
and that's her turn.
With that, the trolls meet your charge, and I think you guys have actually fought trolls before, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Trolls.
Yes.
Whoa. That's not good.
I'm glad I picked up that torch.
Yeah.
That may come in handy. So let's see. All right. So
Let's go, Monty.
For whatever reason, the one with the forearms heads towards Kenna. And 3 of them are going to head towards Kath. And 3 of them head towards where Deneen was.
Uh-oh.
But in that direction. So they begin kind of like engaging other orcs.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
And the ones that are kind of like looking around in your direction. No. You hear them grumbling in a language you don't understand, but you can kind of like make out the frustration.
Grumble is the universal language, so yeah.
Yeah, grumble is rather universal. All right, so Miss Kenna Hallithorn. Let's see what happens with these 4 claws.
Uh-oh.
Well, a 15, does that hit?
No.
No, it only hit once. All right, so you will take 6 points of damage as one of the claws swipe at you, but then it also leans in for a bite, and that's a 21, so that'll probably hit. And for 9 points of damage, he gnaws on your shoulder a little bit, just missing your head.
Yee.
And then 3 of them surround the tiefling. And they're going to make it a party, I think is their plan. So the first troll comes charging in at you, and a 23 is probably going to hit. So the claws find some purchase, why the bite does not, for 13 points of damage.
Oh, 'tis but a scratch.
Tis but a scratch. But the next one comes in as well, completely missing. Traveling at your armor to no effect. Does a 17 hit?
Oh, that just gets me. That's my AC.
Right. So the next one comes in while you're distracted by the other two, and it lets loose with claws and teeth for 17 more points of damage.
All right.
And now you get the sense that there is more trolls up on the maze, up on the ridge, engaging orcs around you. Their leader is kind of looks to be trying to take a bite out of Kenna. And that brings us to Kath. I believe you're up.
All right. Well, first off, I am going to cast Bane at 3rd level. So the 3 guys on me, the 4 guy, the big guy on Kenna, and 3 went after Kath.
3 of them went off in the direction looking for Deneen.
Sorry, I meant Deneen. So the 3 that are after Deneen, the one in front of Kenna and one in front of me, all have to make a charisma saving throw.
So 3 on you, 3 on Deneen, but they can't find her, and 1 on Kenna.
No, just because I can only do this to 5 creatures.
Okay, I got you. I understand.
1 on me, 1 on Kenna, and the 3 on Deneen.
So, okay, 1 on you, fails a save. The 3 that went in Deneen's direction, they're going to fail their saves. And the 1 on Kenna. And what is the DC there?
15.
Oh, yeah. I'm fairly certain he failed as well.
All right. So every time they make an attack, they have to roll a d4 and subtract that.
That anti-bless.
Yes. And then I'm going to call for Arun to go after. I say Arun on Kenna, and he goes charging into the big monster that went after our halfling.
Okay.
Oh, and he just does not do it. Well, he makes an attempt, but the big troll just kind of like sidesteps his charge, and then he spins around and snorts and paws the ground and gets ready to go again. And that'll be my turn.
Okay. So the big one with 4 arms roars, "Nothing but mutton." And what does Kenna do?
Kenna is going to get her oil out and throw it on the thing. So what do I have to roll to do that?
You have 1 level of rogue or 2?
I have 1.
Okay. So, all right. So you could definitely, I'll let you use your action and your bonus action to take it out and throw oil and then light it.
Okay, cool. So what do I need to roll for this?
That would be just make a ranged attack.
Cool. 23?
23 will hit.
Awesome. Yeah, I have no idea what to roll for damage for this.
Oh, I'm sorry. Give me a die 6.
Cool. 5.
Okay, so he takes 5 points of damage, and I'm going to say if he doesn't make a DC 12 dex check, he is a flame. And that is a 12 on the die. So it's like a flash fire. Because he's right in your face and you have a torch, you're able to just slap him with the flask of oil and touch the torch to him. And just whoosh. And he shrieks with anger as that happens. And then Deneen is up.
All right. Deneen's hiding behind this tent, but there's trolls closing in from various directions. So she's going to tuck one of her daggers under the tent so that it's actually inside the tent. And then she'll just pick one of the corners of the tent. And if she can see the big guy, because he seems like bad news, she'll shoot at him.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
All right. That's 22 plus bless to hit.
Yeah, that will absolutely hit.
For 26 damage.
Okay. So,
and then she'll try to duck back further into the orc village or I don't want to go too far away, but to a different tent, essentially, to try and evade these trolls that are following her. And
okay. Give me a stealth check.
Sure. 23?
23. Okay. Deneen disappears and is hidden.
Yep.
With ease. All right. So with that, the trolls are circling Calf, and the three, I want to say the three that were looking for Deneen, they kind of give up and head back to where all the action is going down right now.
Maybe that was a bad move. Sorry, ladies.
And one of them is just going to head towards Kath, and the other two are going to head over towards their leader to give him a hand. So I guess the one that is not baned, or is it? Oh, you only baned one of them on you. Is that correct?
Right.
Okay, so the one that is baned, I'll do him first, and he misses you horribly. And then we've got I think that Bane just might have helped you out.
All right.
So, oh yeah. So those two of them come at you at the same time and literally like end up, it looks like they're trying to make out now. They miss so bad, tripping over their own feet for no reason and are entangled. That leaves one more, and you are unscathed, primarily due to your Bane.
Nice.
Excellent.
They were not able to get through that at all. All right, the big guy on Kenna Hollythorn.
Mm-hmm.
No.
There's two possible hits. And, well, that is still going to be enough to do it. And that is still going to be enough to do it. So the two claws swipe at you. You dodge out of the way. And then two others come in. And it begins to rip and rend at you. So this is going to probably hurt ever so slightly. As you take 10, 14, 18 points of damage.
Okay.
And now that he's got you, he will attempt to bite you. And that is going to be a 21. So he is going to bite you for another 7 points.
Okay.
And his buddies are closing in as well. And that is going to be that's going to be another bite. And the other one, that one is going to be a die on the ground that may never be seen again. That is also going to be a claw. So the magic swirling around them has protected you ever so slightly, but they still find some chinks in your armor for 19 points of damage.
All right.
So to anyone looking on, it really just looks like Kenna just kind of got buried beneath a mound of trolls. And in the background, you hear screams in the night and roars as the orcs and trolls are doing battle around the party and throughout the village. Every once in a while, you hear a goat bray or whatever noise goats make, and you hear a sound thump, and maybe you see like a troll go flying. Apparently, these trolls did not read Billy Goat's Gruff. And that brings us to Kath, I believe.
All right, I'm going to Misty Step on over to the guys on Kenna. And attack twice. Let's see. 27 to hit.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
For 17, and I'm going to smite this guy.
Okay.
For another 21.
So is that the big guy?
Yes. And I'm going to attack again.
Okay, yeah, he's still up, but he looks bad.
Good. All right. That's 25 for 18.
18. He is woozy on his feet.
All right, then I'm going to smite him again for another 10.
Oh, you obliterate him.
Ha ha ha! That's
Excellent.
right. Go after my halfling.
Let's
Let's see. And then Arun is going to charge one of the guys that's still up. Let's see.
Both Kenna and Deneen have ridiculous passive perceptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
The one that is down is healing.
So for Arun, it charges to hit one of the other ones, 23.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
For 18 damage.
Okay.
And that's it.
All right, Kenna is up.
Okay, cool. So the one that's down, I'm going to dump what's left of my oil on him and properly set him on fire.
Okay.
Not just like quick or sloppy incendiary actions, but properly set him
Proper
on
incendiary actions.
So, okay. So, yeah, he's burning.
And I want to give her inspiration.
Wait, me, right?
Yes, you.
Okay. Ooh.
Not one of the trolls.
I just wanted to make sure that you didn't mean Deneen.
Deneen is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, I don't know where she is, but all you have to do is hear me. So next time.
So, gosh. Whose turn is it? My turn?
It is your turn.
Okay. See, I'm tempted to like grab another torch from the fire and wade into melee with you ladies and help set things on fire, like, and stab them with the other hand. But then I'll lose my bless spell, which I think we need.
Word.
So I guess I'll just keep shooting. But before I start shooting, or no, yes, I'm going to shoot. Is the leader still up? He's the one that's down, right?
Yeah, he's the one that
kind
of just emptied the oil onto.
All right. I'll pick the next guy, shoot at him, whichever one is bugging Kenna the most, since I figure Kath can take it. 22 to hit for 32 damage.
Oh, nice.
And I say, hey, why don't you pick on somebody who can think of witty ways to taunt you? How about that?
Yeah, you definitely catch a troll right through the eye.
I just flip him off.
I
That'll work.
can't see you, you're hidden. But yeah.
No, you get unhidden when you pop out to attack.
Oh, yeah. So you pop out, flip them off, rehide.
So pretty much, I get a that's exactly what I'm doing. I'm trying to taunt him into at least breaking away.
Okay. So the three that were, or the four that were on Kath before, they look confused at first. They don't know. And then one of them's like slapping the other one on the shoulder, pointing and grunting in a language I don't think you understand. And two of them head over in the direction of Arun.
How?
So he's definitely gotten their attention. So a set of claws comes in his direction. And so the lowest is a 20.
Oh, okay.
And then they're also going to bite. And let's see. The 17 probably going to hit.
Yeah.
And 18 going to hit.
Yep.
Yeah. Animals do not have remarkable armor classes. That is for sure. So he is going to take a little damage now. Well, I rolled a bunch of ones.
I like that.
He's going to take 16, 20, 24, 28, 32.
Whew.
Aw.
32 points of damage as two trolls just jump on him and just start tearing and biting.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
And you hear him like roar in anger and pain. With that, then the two kind of scamper back over towards the main fray where Kenna and Kath are. And two of them, I'm going to say, one of them is going to go at Kenna, and the rest are going to pile up on the tiefling, because the tiefling has the most metal bits on. So, does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And you will take 9 points of damage.
Which one of us?
Kenna, you.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now, Kath. Now the fun part. Let's see. A 21 will hit. And you'll take 10. This one, maybe not. A 18. Does that hit, Kath?
Yep.
All right. What about a 15?
No.
No, didn't think so. And that is going to be 13 points. And the last one. Well, that's definitely going to miss. And that's going to hit for another 6. As they scrabble about your metal armor.
Well, I'm going to cast Hellish Rebuke on one of those fools.
Excellent.
Let's see. Where's my code for this? There we go. So he has a DC 15 dex save.
All right. That is not going to do it.
All right. He's going to take 11 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And I am going to turn around on Whale on him.
Okay.
Guess who just critted? Oh boy.
I don't know, Gene. Who gives credit?
He takes
Smite him. Smite him. Smite him.
I'm gonna. I just need to know how bad off he is after this. 15, 16, 25 points of damage.
He is still up.
How bad does he look? I'm trying to figure out how big a smite to use here.
He's pretty beat up.
All right. Ah, what the heck? I'll just use it so he dies. Oh. Ooh. Right, so 6 times 8. 54 points of smite damage.
Oh my god.
Nope.
No.
That was a total lie. I tripled it instead of doubling it. Sorry.
Still pretty good.
So 36 points of damage.
Yeah, you basically golf swing his head off.
All right. So that's
Woohoo.
and that's the dude that's on fire. So hopefully he'll stay down.
Yeah, he's not getting back up.
All right. And then I'm gonna attack another one. I'm blessed. 24.
That's the rumor.
Hashtag.
That's the rumor. Blessed life.
Does a 13 hit?
A 13 does not hit. Bounces
How
off.
about your bardic inspiration?
Yep. Kenna, what's my inspiration die?
It's a D10.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Don't roll one.
7. Add 7 to that. So
You're
20.
good.
All right. Then he takes 17 damage.
Okay.
So Kath is just setting things on fire and swinging and screaming, and she's mad. And Arun is pissed, and so he's going to do another gore attack on these guys that are beating on him. And he's mad. He 22 to hit.
Oh yeah, that does hit.
And he does 25 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
He's just tearing around and like he's almost down. He's pretty close to dead. So he's just got that, that last kind of rage from being close to getting knocked out of existence for a while.
Yeah.
And that's my turn.
All right, Kenna.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Mass Cure Wounds at level 6. So me, Arun, Kath, if Deneen is close enough, are you close enough? Are you within 30 feet of us?
Probably not.
Okay,
But
well
I'm
then
fine. So don't worry about me.
The closest 3 orcs.
Okay.
Right? So that would be 4d8 plus 4, and then I'm going to give Deneen inspiration this time.
Ooh.
I know you're out there somewhere, Deneen. Hit him where it hurts.
I feel 1d10 more powerful.
Whether it be for damage or to hit. Dun, dun, dun. So, Kath, you can roll your healing for you and Arun because Megan always has you guys roll your
Yeah,
own.
I do. Sorry. It's just easier than like having to say out loud what the numbers are. Figure it's more compelling not to be shouting.
And then,
this is how much you're healed for.
And then Deneen is up.
I really don't like that you're all getting wailed on by trolls. I don't think I can resist diving in. All right, how far away is the fire?
From where you are, probably within 30 feet to get to it.
All right, I'm going to go to the fire, scoop up a torch from the fire, then teleport back to my dagger, which is right next to the fight inside a tent, and pick up my dagger. And so Deneen appears from a tent with a torch and a dagger, and she's ready to dive in and fight. So let's see. Teleporting was my bonus action. I've already used most of my movement. Are any of these enemies?
No. Teleporting to the dagger is a reaction.
Oh, it is. Okay, I thought that was recalling it was a reaction.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
Yeah. So, if anybody is within 5 feet of this tent, actually, if anyone's within throwing distance, they're going to get a dagger.
Oh yeah,
about that?
You can absolutely do that.
All right. 25 to hit.
Oh yeah. So you have
Surprise.
2 that are injured and 2 that are fresh.
Let's keep working on these injured ones. And that's 31 piercing damage.
Ooh. All right. So all right. Perfect. So the one of the ones hanging off a rune takes a dagger to the back of his skull. Probably would have killed most things, but it just kind of roars.
Good.
So the two that are on a rune continue to go to work. Will a 15 hit a rune?
Yeah.
All right, and the other one is, and a 16 will obviously hit him as well. All right, so roll ones. Could happen, but it didn't.
Oh.
That is 18, 24, 25 points.
Oh, he's gone.
Oh, and then they fall. They kind of like fall in each other as he dissolves into copper mist and blows away. And you just hear the rain.
Swears.
You hear the rain and tinkling of bells and coins
ting, ting, ting,
and beads.
We're gonna have to pick all of those up.
And then
I tried to save him, Kath.
one of them comes out after Kenna, and a 17 hits.
Yes, it does.
Okay, one after Kath. Does a 17 or does a 16 hit you, Kath?
No, sir.
All right, so that means we have to roll this. All right, so then it is what about a 17?
Just hits.
Just hits. Okay, so yeah, that he's able to sink teeth and claw into you. If it's a certain number, I'm like, I don't roll because of the bane.
Right.
I was like, but I actually had to roll 5, 10, 12, 20 points of damage.
Ay.
This is ripping and tearing. And as they do, they're whispering something in your ears, but I don't think you speak giant.
No.
All right, you were up, Kath.
How many are on me?
Right now, there's one on you, one on Kenna, and there's 2 that were on a rune that are going to be joining you, the 2 of you, shortly.
So there's 6 total.
There's 4 in the area where you guys are fighting.
Okay.
And there's some there's other skirmishes going on.
I'm kind of hurt, like a lot. Kenna, will you get me if I go down?
Yeah, I will.
I'm just going to assume that one of you guys is going to get me if I go.
Yeah, we got you. We got your back.
All right, then I'm not going to worry about healing myself. You guys, you've done that before. I can rely on that. So yeah. I'm just going to.
I'm going to keep healing anyway. So I'm in healer mode right now. So don't worry about that.
Yeah.
Yes, you critted a second time. Oh. All right. Let's see. Oh, that is so choice. 30 just on the first attack. 30 points of damage.
Okay. Are you smiting on that?
If he's still up, yes.
He is. The 2 that are up around the 2 of you are fresh.
Oh, okay, then I'm gonna haul out a level 3 smite because why not?
Why not? You got the crit.
Oh, that is also choice. But I'm 40, 52. So he took 82 points of damage.
Oh,
82 points of damage. He is staggered and nearly dead on his feet.
All right.
Like literally a gust of wind could take him out.
I'm going to lay into another one, thinking that somebody else can finish him.
I'll come get him.
Good thing, because I just whipped that. There's no chance. No, I'm blessed. So let's see. Maybe if I'm super lucky and I roll 4. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 just barely misses.
Okay.
Can I give her my bardic inspiration? Can I hand that over?
I don't think it works that way.
Ah,
Although you know what, every session, remember, you got to start with inspiration. You can use it if you want.
Oh, then yes, I will.
yay.
I'll do it again. Clickety click. Take that. Ooh, much better. 17.
Yes.
All right.
Solid blow into its chest.
He takes 18, and do I have another 3rd level smite left? I do. This is my last level 3, guys. All right. 18 plus 18 is 36 plus 5 is 41 points of damage.
41 total or another 41?
41 total.
Okay. All right. So he looks half dead.
And I'm not going to go anywhere because I don't want them focusing on anybody else.
All right. So Kenna is up.
So, max cure wounds, but I can only do it at level 5 this time because I only had 1 6th level spell slot. So that's 3d8 plus 4. Me, Kath, Deneen, are you hurt at all?
Nope.
No.
Okay, so the nearest 4 orcs. And then Kath gets inspiration this round.
Nice.
All right.
Do I roll that 3d8 plus 4?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, whatever kind of heals you, just remember to roll yourself.
I'm boosted and I don't like rolling that many dice.
All right, Deneen, what are you doing? You got one that is barely alive, one that's really injured, one that's half dead, and one that's looking okay.
All right. I want to make sure the barely alive one dies and stays down.
Okay.
So I'm gonna zip over into this fight, slash at him with my dagger.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my inspiration and my blessing. 17 hit.
Hits.
Okay, I barely made it. And then that's 33 piercing damage.
Oh yeah.
And then I'm going to take the torch, which is in my other hand, and just drive it into his eye socket, doing 1 point of fire damage.
Since you're just basically touching him, and I consider trolls to be highly flammable, I'll let you to do that as your interact with an action or object.
Which means I have a bonus action.
Yes, you
left. Well, then I'm going to attack someone else. Why not? That's not really going to do anything. Wait.
Dave, I'm making a note that you consider trolls to be highly flammable.
I'm going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Because I can't get sneak attack again, so I might as well just be hard to hit.
That's not a bad choice. So the trolls are up, and the two that were chewing on a rock, they are extra angry now because their meal just went away. So they're not really happy about that.
He did leave a bunch of crackerjack prizes behind, though.
That is true. But I feel like trolls think with their bellies more than anything. So the one comes lunging at you, and well, that dodge action just saved you from a nat 20.
Ooh.
I could also lucky him into oblivion if I needed to.
Into oblivion. All right. So that is not going to hit no matter what.
Good.
A 17, does that hit you?
No. La la, I'm dodging.
Okay, so yeah.
Dodging.
So all right, so 17, so we have to actually roll now, but it's actually a 20.
No, he has to re-roll that actually.
Nice.
Because I'm lucky. I'm still dodging.
All right.
I'm a dodging inferno. Dodge, baby.
Totally misses you. Totally whiffs you.
Yeah, I just laugh in his face.
Now the other one comes over.
Uh-oh, there's another one.
There is another one.
Oh, that's not good.
So we shall see. All right. Let's see. Take these, get rid of that one. Take these, get rid of that one. And that goes with that. Does so a 15 is going to miss you, and that is much lower. So yes, dancing the Neen defeats that troll handily.
Come on, guys, I'm here. You can get me.
Dave, I'm going to use my sentinel feat to take an attack against one of those guys that tried to get Deneen.
Oh, these were the ones that were engaged with a rock.
Arun.
Oh,
Arun. Yeah, Arun.
Oh, so they're not next to me?
Yeah, they're not next to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All right.
Huh. Okay. Because I thought I went over to get the one that Kath was beating on that was almost dead.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's true. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's correct.
We're in the same spot.
Right.
As far as I know.
Okay. I miscorrectly remembered Sentinel. I was thinking it was a movement, but it's because they attack someone other than you. Make your attack.
Right.
My bad.
Oh, yeah.
How does this game even work?
So my dodge puts them like indirectly as they lunge past me, puts them in just the right position for Kath to hit them.
It does.
And Kath does this underhand swing while yelling service, and she does 15 points of damage.
15. That actually sends him flying.
That's right. I don't suppose I knock him into the fire or anything like that, do I?
No, you do not.
Fly in that direction, Dave?
I actually miscalculated how many hit points he has left anyway.
Okay.
So, by flying, I just mean you knock him back a few steps.
Gotcha.
I forgot how I was tallying and tracking the hit points, and I went the other way. I'm like, oh, good, but no. All right, so that leaves. There's 3 of them on their feet. 2 of them have already attacked, and the one of them comes lumbering towards Kath, sensing your weakness.
What?
Weakness?
No such thing. Trolls are dumb. What can I say?
He clearly has very poor passive perception if he thinks you have weakness, Kath.
Yeah, and he clearly missed, whiffs, biting and clawing, scrabbling off of hard metal, gains no purchase. Trolls continue to fight, and orcs dance amongst the village. You hear cries into the night. Except for when you do look over, it's like you see like 4 to 6 orcs on one troll. And that brings us to you, Kath.
Ooh. I hit stuff.
Hit all the things.
Yeah. Smash all the things. Oh, a 27 has got to hit.
That hits.
For 16 damage.
That crushes one of them.
Nice.
Yeah, excellent.
You still have another attack left. One looks fairly fresh, and the other one is kind of beat up.
I'm going to go for the kind of beat up one.
Okay.
Does 18 hit?
18 does hit.
All right. He takes 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Is he still up?
He is still up.
Oh, do I have any spells left? Oh, I have some level 1s. I'm going to smite him. Smite all day long. Smite. While I sing this song. For another 19 points of damage.
That's pretty nice for a level 1 slot. I'm impressed.
So he takes 15 and 19.
Yeah, you like totally cripple his one leg. He's kind of like it's all spongy, wobbling around. What does Kenna do?
Okay, so how is everybody on health right now?
I'm golden, dancing around, Vogue.
Yeah.
Still not great. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am okay enough that I can take another hit right now if I have to. So I'm going to go ahead and at level 4 cast Cure Wounds on you. So it's 48 plus 4.
8 plus. Thank you, ma'am. Ooh.
And Deneen gets inspiration this time, and I am out of inspiration, so hopefully we don't need any more.
Should have given it to Kat. Remember, I'm lucky.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I'm lucky. I can use my lucky.
I was just going back and forth to make things fair, but if that's
how
you feel about it,
Kat, I think Kat is needs it more. I'm not even injured. I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
She just doesn't want you to catch on to the fact that she loves me more.
So, you guys, there are two trolls up and about in your vicinity, and one of them looks fresh as a daisy now. The other one looks beat to piss, but
did the dead one, does it look like it's healing or potentially healing? Do I need
there is.
Do I need to burn it? Do I need to burn it?
To your knowledge, burning trolls is a good thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna first things first, I'm gonna jab him with the torch.
Okay. So you jab the one with the torch. What do what else are you doing?
Since he's down, is that my use an object?
Yeah, I'll let you just touch him for that.
Excellent. Good. Okay. Well, then it's time to stab another troll. Stab the hell out of another troll.
Okay.
How about that? That's 18 plus bless to hit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
For 30 piercing.
Yes, that will take out the other one that is greatly injured.
And then with my bonus action, I use the torch on him.
Okay, so the one that is left, whoever wants to attack him can, because he's just going to turn tail and run.
Like an attack of opportunity?
Yes, exactly like that.
Oh, I'm going to do that. And since it's not my turn, I get sneak attack.
That is true.
21 to hit for 32 damage.
Okay.
She just whips around and slices at him.
When you say whoever, do you mean just one of us, or can we all swing at this thing?
You can all swing.
I crit.
Oh, nice.
15 damage.
15. Did you double your sneak damage?
Oh, I get sneak damage?
Yeah.
19 damage.
Yay. That's right, Kenna. Just like we trained.
Yes.
Midge would be proud.
And Kath, you are muted.
I keep forgetting I'm muted. Does the 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
All right, sweet. Then he also takes 10.
Okay.
Is he still up?
He is.
All right, I'm going to use my last smite here.
A good just cause.
For another 20.
Ooh.
Kablam!
He turns around and tries to wail on you.
He can certainly try.
Well, a 20 to hit
and
more than that to hit. So he definitely got his attention. Oh, you know what? Did you stop his movement?
Doesn't Sentinel do that?
Yeah, it does.
It does.
I just assumed you stopped his movement, so he's just like then he just jumps on you for it. Essentially. Yeah. So 15, 17, 25.
25?
Yeah.
You all right?
I'm fine. I'm okay.
So see, this is why we want Kath to go last on attacks of opportunity, because we want them still running so we can get our attacks in. If she went first, we wouldn't get to do that. So, poor Kath.
So Deneen, you're up.
I'm gonna lather, rinse, repeat, and stab this guy.
Yeah, you just obliterate him.
Yeah, and just a little torch work here, just for good measure.
On his body.
Yeah.
He had 3 hit points left.
It
was overkill.
Yeah. So then Deneen, with her bonus action, recalls the other dagger to herself, and it appears in her hand.
Okay. So you guys finish up, and this is where the main attack was. There was probably another total 4 trolls spread out through the rest of the village that the orcs were kind of like ganging up on, and it took them a while to figure out. Like someone probably looked over at you guys using fire to keep them down. And after they killed like one of the trolls for the 4th time, someone was like smacking the other orcs, fire.
That's right.
Okay, so I have all these spells left that I can use for healing, and I'm gonna go around and heal people, like injured orcs and party members and such. Just all the heals.
So you're doing that, and then Winnie Wom, the shaman, is kind of doing the same thing.
Nice. And Bless finally runs out. And I kept concentration the whole time. Yes.
Woo! If there's anything he needs for me to help him with, I am more than willing to do that.
Yeah, I could use my last spell to heal somebody, I guess.
And Kath can lay on hands. How much does she have left? She can do it to 3 people. So she's got 15 points left on that. So she'll help out with the villagers too.
Okay. So when it's all said and done, they lost like a half a dozen orcs to the attack, 2 goats. So throughout the night they spend time tending to their wounded, to the dead. And you notice that they actually treat the goats with the same reverence they do the warriors themselves.
Cool. I'll kill some goats. I'm down with that.
And we'll wrap up there for the night. So you guys kind of have you guys end up having probably a little bit of a late night, or at least they definitely do, as they wrap up with their wounded and the dead. But you actually get woken up really early the next morning by several orcs, Wimiwan being one of them, as well as Finnegar. And they have very solemn faces as they awaken you, and that's where we'll pick up next time.
Oh, snap.
So
not good.
Thank you guys for playing, and thanks everyone for watching. Until next time, stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.
Stay nerdy.